Nicole Forrester, and she has a new movie premiering at the Lake Michigan Film Festival coming up this week. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Nice to be with you. Thanks for having me.
I'm a little starstruck.
Because you're in between two movie stars?
I am right in
That's
between
right,
two movie stars.
That's right,
Yes.
yeah.
We were just talking about your Hallmark movie debut. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it either. Now, you've been in the business for a very long time, since you were younger. Did you always know that this was something you wanted to do, to be in TV and film?
Well, I knew from a young age that I loved to perform. Dance was my first love when I was 5, you know, like a lot of little girls. I wanted to grow up and be a ballerina.
Yeah.
But somehow, I guess it was do you remember the old TV show Fame?
Oh, God, yes.
Right?
Yes.
I used to watch that and think, oh, I want to go to a school like that. Oh, that'd be
Yes.
so much fun. Dancing on the tables during lunch. I mean, what could be better? And somehow I got lucky enough that they opened a creative and performing arts school in my hometown of Livonia, Michigan,
Yeah. Oh, wow.
just as I was entering high school. And one thing kind of led to another. I was a drama major, and then I started taking private voice lessons, and the whole musical theater thing started to happen. And then it was kind of gradual from that to turning into television and film. But I guess I've always known I wanted to. I just didn't really think I would actually do it. But
Well,
yeah.
you are a working actress with such a strong presence. Some of your movies, like Eloise, and
That's the
there's
dark
another
one.
scary one.
Jack Reacher is one of my favorite.
No, I See You.
Oh yeah.
That's a great movie.
That's
by
a
the way.
very scary one.
Yeah.
But you do, such a strong presence on screen.
Thank you.
What is this one from?
That's from Batman versus Superman. This one that just came up is from Jack Reacher. We shot that in Pittsburgh, right on the water there.
The
Nice.
iconic yellow bridges, of course. in
Yes,
Pittsburgh.
yes. And that is from Boss.
That was intense.
That was intense. That was one of my most fun experiences. That's Chicago Fire with Jesse Spencer in the first season.
Very popular
played
show.
his
Very,
sister.
very popular.
And that's with, jeez. Now I'm blanking. Help me.
What show is it?
Our
Is that also
fabulous
Chicago Fire?
award-winning Academy. Oh, yeah, that's Chicago Fire, and with Jesse Spencer, and who played our mother is Academy Award winner for Apollo 13.
Adam, we need Adam.
We'll
Adam,
find it.
Hello.
We'll
We'll
find
find
it.
I'm blanking on her name at the moment, which is awful. But
Well, we'll
she was
circle back.
absolutely lovely to work with. That's from
Ooh.
the Daytime Emmy Awards.
Incredible dress. Who are you wearing?
Thank you, thank you. That was from 2008, actually. The Daytime Emmy Awards. I was nominated for lead actress for my work on Guiding Light.
You know, Guiding Light's the all-time longest-running show.
That's right.
On television. You know, my mother is a huge Guiding Light fan.
Yes.
Huge. Taped it. when
Yes.
She was at work.
Yes.
Are the
that's
soap
Star Trek.
are the soap opera lines hard? How do you memorize all the soap opera lines?
You know, when I started, I really thought this is not humanly possible. How do these people do this year after year after year? And it really is just a muscle that gets stronger.
Yeah.
About 3-4 months in, I kind of went, oh, okay, it starts to click. It starts to make sense.
We need to go back to the last picture.
Uh-oh.
Richard Gere much?
Yes, Richard Gere.
Tell
yes.
us about that.
That was a movie called The Double. I was 7 months pregnant.
Topher Grace is in that too,
Topher
right?
Grace
That's
is
a good.
in it.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
that movie.
Exactly. I was 7 months pregnant when we shot that. That was at 3 a.m.
Oh my
we
gosh.
shot that in Veterans Park in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Oh my gosh.
And we were supposed to be in a Little League diamond watching a baseball game of my character's 8-year-old son. I now watch my real life 13-year-old son play baseball in that very
that
park.
same park.
Yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
neat.
Yeah.
Tell us about That's Funny. It's a film that people can see this week if they want.
Yes, thank you for giving me the opportunity to come
course.
here and tell you about it. It's an independent film written and directed by and starring Alex Grossman, who is from Flint. It also stars his high school best friend, Ben Kane, also from Flint.
Nice.
And it's the story of a stand-up comedian who's on the verge of a midlife crisis. He's in LA and he decides, I'm going to go home to Michigan and I'm going to work on some new material. And on his road trip from the Detroit airport to northern Michigan, he runs into his best friend from Flint and myself. I'm his high school girlfriend.
We have a clip.
Oh, terrific.
We have a
Let's
clip.
check it out.
Let's take
Thanks.
a look.
Can I interest you in a baby cherry tree? Oh my God.
Alex?
Aaron.
Wow.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. What are you?
I live here.
Great. Yeah, that's great.
Is it?
I don't know, I guess. You look great. You look in shape, like you're exercising.
Oh, screw that. I look hot. What are you doing here? Are you up at your dad's?
Good memory. I forgot you came up here once.
Twice, actually.
Oh. That's yep,
Yeah.
that is true. And you are
Never married, no kids.
I was not gonna ask you that.
We would have gotten there eventually.
I feel like I've had those conversations in grocery stores.
Incredibly awkward, right? Just a really awkward moment when they run into each other there. We shot that at the grain train in Boyne City, Michigan.
Really?
Oh,
how
yes,
cool.
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
That is
So
amazing.
how festivals this week? How can people find tickets?
Yes, please. You can find tickets coming to my Instagram account at Nicole Forrester. Forrester has one R in the middle, just like Subaru Forester.
Nice.
And I'll have a link there to get tickets. And actually, you can go in person to the facility in East Lansing
Okay.
on the day
Cool.
of. So it can even be a spontaneous last-minute decision. You find yourself with some time, come on out.
And you get a chance afterwards. There's a Q&A with you and Alex afterwards.
Yes,
and
thank you,
A lot
yeah.
of people will have a lot of questions. What are a lot of questions you get from fans or from the general public?
Well, surely people ask, well, what do you mean? You live in Michigan, but
Yeah.
you're working in Hollywood, so to
Right.
speak? And yeah, that's a frequent question.
Yeah.
I
How
did
do you
spend.
balance it?
Well, I kind of established myself in the industry, spending 13 years in LA and then another almost 4 in New York City before we decided to come back to Michigan. My husband's also a native, so we came back to raise our kids here. And basically, I go where the work is, and I try not to disrupt them and give them their wholesome, healthy childhood. And I go and I do my work, and then I come back.
Is Michigan just, I mean, like you said, you've traveled LA, New York, you've seen the busy scene. Raising kids in those big metroplexes
Yeah.
compared to what you have here in Michigan, just talk about that a little
I
bit.
just don't know how it's done.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
grew up in Michigan. This
Right.
to me is a healthy, wholesome, wonderful place to have your foundation.
Yes.
And then go out into the world and hopefully
Yeah.
you're lucky enough to travel and experience things. I don't know how to do it. Like I think of myself now after 17 years in LA and New York as kind of a big city girl.
Sure.
Yeah.
But when I was pregnant, it hit me, I don't think I know how to be a big city mom.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't want to. I love taking the subway in New York City, but I couldn't imagine myself pushing a stroller
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
in that town.
How old are your kids now?
They're now 15 and 13.
And what do they think about mom being a movie star?
Well, they certainly don't think of me as a movie star. I hope that they're proud of me, and I know they get excited to see me do my thing. But you know, I'm just mom to them,
Yeah.
and
You mentioned shooting that scene with Richard Gere, and
Yes.
That's Funny was shot in Michigan.
Yes.
How important is that to you to be able to showcase the mitten and your art?
I mean, I am so excited that we have some momentum again behind the tax incentives coming back, because it is important to be able to live and work in the same place. I mean, I travel as needed, but it will really be a boon for the entire state
For
to
sure.
have those incentives back. It's not just for actors and directors or the writers, it's all of the other parts of the industry and the crew behind the scenes and the local coffee shop, everyone who benefits. So I'm really on board to push that through this time around. And it will be different.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the same old plan, it's a new plan.
For sure.
Some 40 some states are doing this. It's ridiculous for Michigan not to benefit from the entertainment industry as well.
What else do you have working on that's coming up that we can catch you in?
Up next, I actually have another indie film, which is unusual for me. Most of my career has been in television and kind of the blockbuster era, but I have another indie film called The Dancing Monkey, which is scheduled to come out in June.
Okay.
Again, you can find everything at Nicole Forrester on Instagram. I'll keep you posted as official dates are released.
Cool. Awesome. Well, we want to thank you so much and hope for wonderful success at
Thanks.
the Lake Michigan Film Festival. Again, if you would like to see Nicole in That's Funny and even get a chance to meet Nicole, you can follow Nicole on Instagram. And again, that film festival is February 29th.
Great.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Nicole Forrester here on The Morning Show. We'll be right back after this break.